Yeah, so this is a little more typical of what late syrup season looks like. We actually just started getting rain last week, which was a week after syrup season ended. But this is why you can see that we can't really drive down our pathways, even though we can drive through water, but when we drive through here, everything just collapses. The whole road just sinks right down. You can see it even sinking right here. That culvert right there we put in last year to try to help save the road, but of course the tire tracks make nice little ditches too. But this ditch worked really good. See, there's a creek right there coming down, hitting this ditch right here, flowing down into the culvert, which unfortunately the tire tracks in here made nice little ditches too. Whoa, it's really squishy. And that poor culvert can only divert so much water. The biggest problem out here is just the stupid tire tracks, the tire ruts, and this was from, I'm pretty sure that was from the side-by-side. I don't think it was from the tractor. We try not to drive the tractor back here for that reason. But overall, these culverts are working pretty dang good. So today is syrup cleanup day, sap line cleanup day. And yes, there is snow because we got, how many inches? We got probably 3 or 4 inches of snow the other day. Yeah, in April. Crazy. You can see the line right here is actually full of sap. Stuff is still running and probably started running again. Despite the fact that I have it turned off, I still have to unplug everything. So what we're gonna do is fire this puppy up. Okay. Alright, we're gonna spit all the stuff through. I'm sure that filter is really clogged. And it's not gonna be happy, but I have to flush out the lines with some vinegar and distilled water. However, I don't know if it's gonna suck it all the way through or not. In hindsight, maybe I should have brought a spare filter because that thing is looking really cheesy. I'm gonna chalk this up to my first year having to clean this out and not thinking this through fully. So I think for next year, what we'll do is we'll have a bypass just to dump it off. From when we're done sucking, if the trees are still draining, we can go through and let it just kind of drain off into the ground. So what we're gonna do with this leftover sap here, I'm gonna pump it out of the main tank and just pump it right into the water. It'll go back down, refertilize the land, circle of life. People wonder why I never washed the side-by-side. Literally, there's no point in washing this side-by-side until maple syrup season is done because it's just gonna rewash itself in mud. Alright, so I got a new filter. Woo. And I have my tools, so we should be ready to go. Now, there's only one problem I see. The lines in the back were installed by Eric, who insisted on putting them in. My concern at the time was, I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull them out. If you are tapping them above your head, they're going to be way above my head. Anyhow, let's get this thing pulled out. Let's see, is there still stuff in here? Yep. So let's see what we can do here. This is kind of funny. I haven't showed you guys this yet. Yeah, I don't like that water in there. I don't know if that's water or if that's sap or what that is, but anyway, so here's our clean filter. I always keep it in a Ziploc when I bring it back. Now, the downside is it's gonna release all of the pressure. Ugh! There's a lot of it. Okay, here we go. This is funny. There's a lot of suction on this thing. Ready? Here we go. Ugh! Yeah. Isn't that gross? Look at that. Ew. So that was all the vacuum pressure that was still on this thing, even after it turned off. The downside, of course, is that now it's gonna have to rebuild that section up. I'm trying to push that filter back into place on here. All right. I was really hoping to keep this clean for next year, but oh well. Come on. All right, turn it on. Perfect. Flip the switch. Ready, set, go. So now it's chugging a little bit better. So it should be a lot happier, pumping a lot nicer now. This is the tallest tree. Oh, and I don't have the steps, so I've got this handy dandy little, this is like a tree stand ladder. These things are great. Eric actually came up with this idea for a portable ladder that you can put up a little bit higher to reach the taps. And it's a little bit taller than our step stool. That's what I like to call a Suzanne idea, which basically means it's an idea a short and a less strong person would think of. I'd say it's pretty close to about 10 feet up there. And I'm not sure if this is even gonna reach up there. Oh, it's definitely sucking things. Oh my gosh, that is way up there. Yeah, we might need 2 step stools for this one. I don't know that I can reach that high. We'll give it a shot though. So the ones that are on the very end, the way the taps are set up, you can't actually connect them back on the line. So they have to be cut off. All right, so next question of the day is, should I go through and flush it with distilled water after I flush it with the vinegar, or should I wait after doing everything and come back through a second time? Maybe I should wait and do it tomorrow. Because the other thing is, I've got 2 3-gallon distilled water bottles way back at the side-by-side that I have to pull up here on the sled, and they're really heavy. Maybe I'll wait. well, now for round two. The weather is vastly different today. Oh, guys, this is so beautiful. I just wish I could bottle this weather and just keep it forever. This is perfect. I mean, it's not 80. That's like 74, 75, a light breeze. This is perfect summer weather. It's not quite warm enough for a swimsuit, but you can wear a tank top and jeans and be working and be comfortable. And it's just, oh, I love being in the woods. Lovely. And it's still dripping. If you're wondering, could we still harvest that and cook it down? Possibly. The thing that happens is once they start budding out, it changes the sap texture. It changes the sap taste, and it makes it more tree-ish. It tastes more like a tree. So you can see it's just dripping down. Yeah, it's kind of sad. When I turned the pump on, actually I had a whole pile of sap come out of these lines because they were still just draining naturally on their own, even with the vacuum off. So I gotta hurry up and take as many of these out as I can so that, yeah, we don't let the trees heal.